People dead. All right, welcome again to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully, guys, let me know if you guys are hearing me clear, loud, and precise. I would really appreciate it if you guys just give me that bit of information so that I know that the stream is running good, everything is running smoothly, and I want to say good night to you all. I haven't done any live videos from Saturday, and today is almost Tuesday, almost game day. Well, we're on Monday, so I did say I'm going to do a live on Monday. But guess what, people? Guess what? Guess what happened? Can you imagine? We have finally hit it, people. We have finally hit it. We have finally hit our target. Not sure what's going on there, but we have finally hit our target, people. And let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It is a very, very good feeling. 20,000 people, 20,000. I never had a clue when I started YouTube that I would hit this amount. Oh, let me fix the day. I think it's the 31st. Let me fix that. My apologies on that one. My apologies on that one. So let me fix that. Good. And so this is my bad. That should have been done before the stream starts. So tomorrow is the 1st of November, and we have a few games played tomorrow in Dacosta Cup. I want to say, people, everyone, massive support. Really appreciate the support that you guys are giving me, people. Definitely, we have hit 20,000 subscribers. That is not a small target, people. That is huge. That is huge. Quite significant, people. Very significant. Oh, as you guys know, I always highlight a player when I start a stream. This here is Devontae Rodney. He wears number 12 for Manning's football, Manning's High football team. The Casa Cup team, I should say. He wears the number 12 for Manning's people, Devontae Rodney. Let me tell you something. One of the most explosive, lethal, and dangerous wingers in schoolboy football. Up to date right now. 17-year-old. I think 17? Yeah, 17-year-old. Devontae Rodney. Big up and giving me. Can you guys know? I always tend to highlight one of the players that I see who stand out. I spoke about Porter already. I think I had Porter on the platform. No. So tomorrow you will see Porter. I'm gonna put Porter tomorrow. No. Tomorrow I'm put up Mark Lewis. So it's between Mark Lewis and Porter tomorrow. Then now we're gonna jump into the Manning Cup, highlighting some of the players in the Manning Cup as well. So for those who don't know, this here is Devontae Rodney. Big up, massive respect. Hopefully guys are doing good. We have a lot of people in the comment section. Fresh God, big up. Michael Smart, big up. Shaka Unleashed, big up. Marsha, big up as well. People, Marsha, everyone, Fresh God, we have hit the 20,000 like. You guys see that, people? We hit it. And I'm very much delighted that we have done so. Guys, as you know, hit the like button, people. Get the like up to 100 as fast as possible. We're going to run through a few of the games. Javon played Mark Lewis, a.k.a. Pona Bread. May I tell you, really good striker. Very good striker. Dangerous one. Hey, people, may I tell you, people. No. So, I made a comment, right? So, there's a particular analyst. He made some comment, and I disagree with the analyst. And the analyst looked at me and said, well, he didn't look at me. It was over Facebook. And he said, there's no football competition that both of us would have watched that I can make a proper analysis or better analysis than he had, than he can do, and also make better predictions than he can do. And from me say that, automatically me stop. I never going to debate with him, I never going to discussion with him, because right there and then he's saying that it doesn't matter what I say, I am wrong and he is right. No, I strongly believe that football is an open-minded discussion, and football is very, very opinionative. It's highly based on your opinion. Now, if I should say something, right, and someone should say to me that I don't agree with that opinion, what I would normally do is say, okay, what opinions do you share? Instead, that person went right ahead and said, it doesn't matter which competition you come at me with, you will not have a better analysis or a better predictions than I do. I can't. That makes no sense. You're actually closing the discussion. You're closing the debate. You're closing the conversation before it even starts. Because a rational or reasonable person will not go into a debate with a person like you, because that's just how it is. Anyways, big up people. Massive, massive respect. We have some games to touch on. We in the comments. We see in the comments. Giovanni plays Zidane that. Zidane, him same one. Zidane Matthews. I just said I don't agree with that what you said, and I said I think you need. This is what I said. I think you need to watch more games to boldly come out and say such thing. And he said, "Hey, man, said no matter which competition you watch, if once you watch it, your analysis won't be as good as mine." I said, fine. That's also some people are. But I always leave my platform open for debate. I always leave myself open for debate, because I love the fact that I'm a person who wants to learn, and I'm never too old to learn, and I don't know everything. So even for example, Unseen Sports TV, good friend, me and him always out by games them. Me and him disagree upon enough things. But let me tell you something. I accept his opinion. Even if me disagree with it, I accept it, because that's what he think and that's what he believe. So me not gonna say, boy, you're wrong. I would not say that, because it is a game of opinion. So if you make for example, what's Unseen say, Mona go win the Morning Cup. Don't this so. Because of how they play them, I got always outscore the opponent. And me say, no, I don't think that. Yes, you might think that, but I don't think that. I think JC, with a more complete team, is likely to win it, because they have a better defensive structure and they can also score the same amount of goals as Mona. But I accept the reason why, because I've seen Mona and I know that Mona has the potential to win it. So I'm not going to say, boy, right out to Unseen, Mona win it, will never happen. No, I say that. I'm saying that we can see the reason why I say Mona go win it, but I strongly believe that I strongly believe a team who is more, and me give reason why. So you look at when Casey and Mona play. Good question. I don't remember yet. I know it's Casey and George that play this Friday. So big up, Mr. McKean. Welcome. Thank you very much. You're lucky. Big up. Marsha said, big up to our sponsors. Oh, big up our sponsors at SAP Sports People, 138 Muirhead Road, Clarendon, Maypen, and a Playpen. Big up. I have a number, but check them out on Instagram at SAP Sports 4 People. Make sure you do so. Unfortunately, because of the green screen, last time we didn't have on with the badge and thing. But I say go. Mark's Catering Company, big up. Tyrone, number one guy, Lucky, Purge Fire, Fabian King. Novar, big up Novar as well. Marvin Campbell, JT, Winston Scott. Alright, and Giovanni plays. Alright, so Christopher said, unseen reason poor sometimes, to be honest. He talks like someone who does not have a lot of experience, but I respect his views. Don't agree with him most of the time. I'm a virgin. Me and him reason every day. When I reason, we cuss every day about football. But let me tell you one thing. I do not discredit his views, because he is a coach of the game. He knows what he's saying, even if I don't agree with what he's saying. Because that is the thing at football. Let me show you something. Two persons can be wrong and two persons can be right at the same time. I.e., for example, I strongly believe that a team who play possession-based football has a higher chance of winning more games than a team that play defensive football. No. Does it mean that the team that play defensive football cannot win as well? No. This is my opinion. Another person's opinion is this. A team that has a better defensive structure, will defend a lot more, is likely to win more games than anyone else. So for me, I'm going to use an example. Any team of Pep Guardiola go, despite how good they are, they have most of the possession. Them tend to win more games. Now, a Mourinho now, he may have a 1 season or a 2 season when they're exceptionally well. And then after that, he get found out and can't continue. Sustainability. That's where the fine is. That's the reason why I always use the term sustainability. A team that plays possession-based football can sustain that for years, for seasons, back of seasons, winning games. But a team that plays defensively will be easily found out because of how they play. And sometimes one mistake, own goal, and kind of something that costs them. But that is football. But if I'm going to discussion with you and you shut me down before me even start talk, saying that no matter what you say, your opinion or your ideals will not be as good as mine, it makes no sense me going to discussion. Ron Thompson, Casey is the favorite, then Stats, then JC from Georges, and then Mona. That's my predictions. All right, so you know what, people? I'm going to open. Big up Travis. Big up Travis. All right, good. Me and Travis have a discussion. Travis said Dintil is all hype. Travis said Dintil is all hype and nothing behind it. And I said, Travis, I understand what you're saying, but I don't really believe that Dintil is all hype. I strongly believe that Dintil has a very, very good team, a team capable of winning the Dacosta Cup. I see Dintil as one of those teams. I put Dintil and CC in the category. No, it doesn't necessarily mean that Dintil can beat up CC or anything like that. I'm saying that in regards to quality, and also how they play, it's quite sustainable that these two teams are more likely two teams who are better than the other rest of the teams. That's just how football is. And that's how it could be how I look at football as well. So not necessarily how football is, it could be how I look at football. Look in the Premier League right now. Look in the EPL. Let's have a look. Let's move away from Jamaican football. Let's look at the EPL. Arsenal, Manchester City. Both teams playing the best football in the Premier League. One is first, one is second. Why? Because they're playing better football than anyone else. Not only good defensively, but attacking-wise, they have that lethal potency. Overall, the squads are full of quality. So they are seen more than likely they will get the results. Why? Because they're just playing better football. The more you have the ball in your opponent's half, in your opponent's final third, in zone 14, the stronger are the likely that you will score. It doesn't mean that you have to score, but you have a stronger chance of scoring. Travis Purcell said, from technical number 10, Javel Clark is the good baller. Hope he get it to the next level. Alright, so Travis, there's a lot of things, right? So obviously people have to say, boy, there's Navarre would have said Knibb cannot beat CC. Alright, funny enough, Navarre. Football is so funny because football is very, very strange because CC can have the half day and then have it against Knibb. And let me tell you something about it. One of the worst days if you have a half day, I want to reach at the semi-finals and finals. You don't want to have a half day on that day. You don't want to do it. But in regards to consistency in how they play, in how they build up the amount of goals and score, the things that they do, those two teams I would have considered to be the most consistent team in schoolboy football. Not Dacosta Cup only, not Manning Cup only, in schoolboy football. These two teams are the most consistent. To highlight that, I'm not saying that the other teams are not good enough. Because I see basically all the teams now that are in the final rounds, I have seen every single one of them. Every single one of them, I've seen them. And I've seen way more teams than that because I've seen a lot of the teams from the first round. I've seen almost every single school in Manning Cup. Let me see which school in Manning Cup I've yet to see. Which school in Manning Cup I didn't see. I've only seen the Osem Marty, the TV Osem Marty game. I've only seen the TV Osem Marty game. But I've never seen them face to face. But I've seen all the other teams. And let me tell you, some teams that are very unfortunate. St. Catherine, very, very unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Jonathan Grant, I do believe that the last match, rough. You said, see you at you see St. Mary's College? Yes, I was at the St. Mary's College. The St. Mary's College game versus St. Catherine, where St. Catherine gave St. Mary's College 10. I was at that game. That game is actually, the highlights is actually on my channel. The highlights is on my channel. Never said, so you say CC are going to lose? No, I never said CC are going to lose. I'm saying that the ball is round and anything can happen on the given day. I.e., Cornwall College defeated Dintil. Cornwall College, who has struggled so far this season. They have been struggling, really struggling. Lose out to a Dintil team who's flying, who's in very good form. Yes, as Travis would say, that Dintil maybe be the zone bully. But there's a reason why they were at semifinals last season. So that means that they weren't only zone bullies. They were actually beat other teams. Because once they come out of the zone, they want to beat the other teams in future semifinals. Also, when they go to the Champions Cup, they went to finals of the Champions Cup. They beat the top teams in Manning Cup to reach the Champions Cup final. Yeah, you're gonna hear the coach and say, boy, they never have focus on Champions Cup. Lies, total lies. You wouldn't start the best starting 11 then, if that's the case. If you're not focused on Champions Cup, why start the best starting 11? So I don't run with that rhetoric. So that is how it is. So unfortunately, on the day, CC turn up, Dintil never turn up, and that is football. On a more consistent basis, based off how the both teams played. If you'd ask me, who should have these two teams would have won 10 games, a 10-game stretch, I would actually swing towards go in favor of Dintil based off consistency and how they played. Funny enough, someone also said in the comment section that in the highlights, me only highlight what Dintil did in the game and said me kind of biased because me not highlight what CC did, what Cornwall did. And I'm saying I have no reason at all to do that. If you the channel is a particular channel, the Jamaican Streets. I think the channel name is Jamaican Streets. It was at the game as well, and he videoed the entire game. So if they feel that I am biased to the Cornwall College, and not highlighting what they did well, you can go and watch a full game on that platform. And you will see. You'll see for yourself. So if you watch a game and feel like, say, boy, I'm gonna bring in this, I'm gonna bring that, I will hold my hand up. You can come on the platform and call me out. But for sure, they still played better. But guess what? They didn't take their chances. In regards to ball possession, ball in the zone 14, they did all that, but they did not finish. Guess what Cornwall did? Cornwall put the ball in the back of the net, which is the most important thing. Anthony Emery said Dintil played better on Saturday. They just didn't take their chances. Same as said, Norman said, up MG, big up Norman and Wayne Turner. Travis said, Clarendon College is the big favourites to win the Cup, but from no fear them. We will see on Saturday. Fogar with MG. Hey, Travis, I don't know. Hey, alright, so I've only seen one game. And the reason why me only see one game for CC, and I think it's a deliberate action by me. I believe it's a deliberate action. And this is why. I have been to so much CC game in pre-season. The people start cuss me and say, boy, I only have follow up CC. What CC? You want to give me up on my channel for CC. In pre-season, they start cuss me. They start say, boy, I let me hide a friend. Me and the ball. They start cuss me. So I say, alright, fine. So I give CC a break and only went to one CC game. And that was a game that I could miss. And it was CC versus Edwin. And I couldn't miss that game. But Travis, me could see Saturday. Big Crook said, as a from past student, from versus CC, 4-2 CC wins. Interesting. Big Crook said, from and CC, I got through to semis. Interesting. Navarre said, CC is not a baby school, bro. I know that. Y'all said, Travis, who you think winning that game, CC or from? Freeman King said, when Dintil play? Dintil play tomorrow versus Paul Boog. Alright. People, me there 20 minutes now. Me I do a whole discussion. I'm going to start touch on what we are here for. Marshall Balgrove said, welcome new subscribers. Please like and share live. Alright, so people, as you can see, I am now at 20,000 subscribers. I am very much appreciative of it. All of you guys who come out and support me, really appreciate it. Ron Thomas said, I commented that Cornwall could win D Cup. Them said the side too young, Wonder what some person say no. Anyways, Clarendon College are favorites to win the cup is your top case. Alright, so what I need to do, I need to highlight this. Cornwall College have a 13-year-old in their goal. Cornwall College has a 13-year-old in their goal. I have to highlight that, people. I must highlight that. Because there's other people. This is why funny, people. I've seen a lot of people discussing players from here. This player is that player. That player is the youngest player and the best player in the competition. That player is the youngest because of the position. These are all those type of things. I've seen a lot of people saying a lot of different things. But what they don't know is the fact that you need to see these games. You need to understand these teams. You need to you need to go to these games and see these other teams and not only watch where you see on TV or watch in the town areas. Because most of these schools in town areas, yes, they are playing well. But let me tell you something. A lot of these countries are the country schools. They can't come up to them. They cannot. 99% of this, the town school, them can't play CC in a 5-game stream and win 4. Cannot. Listen, people, me telling you, anytime CC get a TV game, all rhetoric change. Anytime CC get a TV game, every single rhetoric, every single ideology, every single mindset out there change. Whenever CC get a TV game, I mean, me say it over and over. Me say it, yes, me say it. But let me tell you when people are going to take them serious. When you get a TV game and the top shot commentators them like Donald Oliver and them money start discuss it, then people are going to take it serious. But guess what? True, me small, but let me tell you. But definitely, me I tell you, wait, man. Now, in regard, Tajay said, you see them put in the 13-year-old boy in big round. I think he might play from first round. Yes, number one guy, 13-year-old. He might play from first round. He might play from first round. He might play from first round. That is the reason I say when I see these, when I see these things, I have to highlight it. And the mother sit down right beside him, mother cuss, because he me go say now. So Dintil keeper, for you all know, Asha Hutchinson, basically under 20 national. And I say, boy, Dintil keeper bad now, national. The mother say, hey, we don't care about national. We don't care about national. The mother say, we are Excelsior. We are Excelsior. we have Excelsior and a full goal. And she said, my boy that in a goal. And it really fills my heart with joy to see these things. And let me tell you something. Yes, he might not be the most refined goalkeeper, but at his age, understanding the game, speaking to his defense, there's a lot of room for improvement. If you watch the highlights, you realize sometimes he take the ball, or sometimes when the ball come to him, he pounce it and then he catch it back. These are workable things. But at 13-year-old people, in goal, even in our penalty shootout. Remember, CC beat Veer in a penalty. Cornwall beat. Come here, mix them up. Cornwall beat Veer in a penalty shootout, people. Remember that a penalty shootout, little youth go. Penalty shootout in go. It is, people have to look at these things. That is the reason why I say, when people come out and say, boy, that player is the best player to ever play schoolboy football, or that player was the best winger ever play schoolboy football, that player best striker ever play schoolboy football, I don't look at it that way. I put them in a group. I would say he's amongst. So for me, for a 13-year-old to be in the goal at this stage of the game, big match versus a play against Dintil, be a big striker. I play against Veer, be a bad baller, penalty shootout, even at the rounds. Come on, that not easy, man. I know easy something. Yeah, look, I think Rossi's versus Frome game will be very interesting. True. Travis said, Antra Brown, that's not Frome business. When Rossi's beat Frome young team, you know, here are fans after them young. Big Quick said, your castle now CC. Them now pass this round. Your castle play against CC? Them not same group? Jano, rough. Big Crook said Clarendon, not Cornwall. listen, people, that's how I'm going to use it. I'm going to start use it, refer to them as Clarendon and Cornwall because it's a mix up. A lot of people, I'm not want to start the argument. I don't want to start the big mass CC debate in the comment section. All right, so people are going to go to the games now. I've done a lot of discussion in regards to players. Who is this player? Who is that player? Which player to look out for? I've done a lot of that. So we're going to go to the prediction aspect of the show, what we're here for, actually, basically. So first game on the board is Manchester versus Cristiano. And we all know what happened in the first leg. Manchester drew with Central. That's what happened in the first leg. So we're going to start off with the predictions now, people. In the comment section, please do drop your predictions for this game. Manchester versus Cristiano. Your lucky start off good. Big Group said, just read that. Cristiano 2, Manchester 1. Interesting. Ancha Brown, big up. At Previs said, Clarendon, me I talk about, man. Clarendon are going to have a tough match against Frome. I'm very interested to see what Frome has to offer. Number one guy said, Chester turn artist. Trevor said, which my school Frome technical, all the best for this season. Miss 101 said, Big Crook, how you think the match will go? Marsha said, walk up and fixtures are out. We'll check that out as well, Marsha. Number one guy said, Cristiano 3, Manchester 2. Rev Tyrone said, Manchester 1-0. Navarre said, Central are going to lose with Garvey. I wonder which you said. JT said, Manchester 0, Cristiano 0. Leonardo Rennie said, 1-0 Chester. Miss said, big up, Big Crook. Okay. Big Crook said, Ancho, you talking from first war, that from season. Anthony Emery said, Cristiano 1-0 Manchester. Janosar. Lavin Clark said, Chester 2, Cristiano 0. Random said, Cristiano 3-2. Interesting. Tajay Mullins said 1-1. Leon Parkinson said 2-1 Cristiano. Nicholas Ellis said Manchester 1-0. Najib Campbell said Cristiano 1-0. Rohin Thomas said Chester 2-0. Fresh God said Cristiano 1-0. Joe. Willan. After I read out them first. Cause me go say something. Navarre said Cristiano 3-0. Tazir Green said 1-1. Shamar Wheatley said Manchester 1, Cristiano 1. Yolok said more people want Cristiano to win. LOL. That is what I got highlighted. Navarre said 1-1. Shane Billings, big up my boss. Navarre said 1-4. Who win the 4? You have to come out. Man said Manchester 2-0. Number one guy said Cristiano. I got box up some little team. LOL. Tyrese Palmer said 1CC. Alright, so I find this very, very strange. Oh, guys. We have 180 persons watching and we will put on 63 likes. Can you guys please get likes up to 100? After reach 100, we done. We never done with likes. Don't discuss likes. So that's 37 persons like the video. Please, let's get to 100. That's 37 persons. That's out of almost 200 persons. 37 persons. No, I find it very, very strange that so much persons are in favor of Manchester, of Cristiano, rather than Manchester. And the reason why I find it strange is because traditionally, Manchester would have been the school most persons say that they are going to win at this stage. Traditionally. Now, when I'm looking at this, I'm saying, is this a case where a lot of people just don't like Manchester? Or they strongly believe that Cristiano is a better team than Manchester? Ricardo Ramsey said Manchester High and Dintle, the same thing. Sweet pepper schools. Oh my word. Sweet pepper schools. JT said Manchester not good. Number one guy said my answer is a little bit of both. Jeez. You just don't like me. Me know a lot of people don't like Manchester. Me know. Number one guy, you're lucky. Me know so don't want Manchester get nothing. Me know that. Shane Billings said people lose faith in Manchester. He rough. Because for me still now, I think Manchester is going to win. RV Music said Garvey and Cristiano draw. What there, bro? Oh, Garvey and Cristiano draw. Which Garvey and Cristiano draw? Garvey and Cristiano in the same group? Lavin said, MG, what's your impression of Manchester? Alright. They have been, I think, if I'm honest, they are struggling this season. If I should be honest, Manchester have been struggling this season. Same can be said to Cornwall. And Cornwall turn up and really topple one of the teams that a lot of people say is a favorite. Big up Riches and Royalty Sport. Massive, massive respect. Big up, big up. So I'm going in favor of Manchester. And I'm going to say Manchester 1, Cristiano 0. That's what I'm saying. Tyrese Palmer said, when me go to CC every year, a Chester kick we out. So when it comes to football, me not care about them. Jeez. Hey, you're lucky that's some personal vendetta you carry, no, man. That personal vendetta you carry. Personal. Norris Gooden, big up. Welcome to the program. A personal, that personal, you're lucky. Really, really personal. Terry said, JT said, Garb must on Central Zone this. Okay. Orlando Brown said, Manchester 2, Cristiano 1. Clee said, Manchester 2, Cristiano 1. Levan Harvey said, after Mannings lose last year, I have no more confidence in any schoolboy football team. Love the sport who won still supporting Mannings and Froome. Listen, you have to support same way. Let me tell you, man. I have to show you support same way. The youth them need support. I have to show them same way. Oh, all people lost 13 more likes and reach 100. JT said Cristiano and Manchester dropping out. Ooh, Timmy Dan laugh. Marshall said, welcome new subscribers. Please do like the video and share the live. Number one guy said, Chester get beaten. Come on, Cristiano. Hey, number one guy. Chester. So, hold on. You know me I gotta say now? Number one guy. If Chester and Garvey Massio play, who would you root for? And remember, Garvey Massio thump your head back. Knock you out. Get total knockout. Who would you vote for? Who would you vote for in that game? Would you want Chester to win? Or would you want the same Garvey Massio will hold you up down in place and box you up? Big Crook said, they played right. On Otis Reed said, Cristiano have a better unit this season. And Big Crook said, I'm going Chester 1-0. I'm going Chester 1-0. Tajem Mullen said, yes, them draw 0-0 Garvey and Chester. And okay. And Cristiano, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Garvey draw with Cristiano. Interesting. Very, very interesting. That make it a little bit more complicated no. Because me knowing the Garvey team, they have a very good unit. And if Cristiano really can't stand up to them like that, what will we see? Garvey must see a drop a 8-0 and Chester coming Friday. Christopher Wright said Cristiano go score MG. Them go score? I predict a 1-0. I think even if Cristiano score, I think still go win. Even a 2-1 or a 1-0. It's not going to be a close game though. I have it to be a close game. Orlando Brown said Clarendon final, CC and Glenn Muir. No, I can't write that off. Based on what I saw for this Glenn Muir team, I cannot write that off. But we will see. Random said watch Cristiano twice and them never look bad at all. Tyrese Palmer said what going for McGrath? I'm a G. McGrath get them goose cook early. By Edwin Allen. Edwin Allen 3-0 deficit. 3-0 and not get them pass through. 2-0 first time at home and away. Edwin Allen beat them 1-0. So it wasn't a fun tour for McGrath in the second round. It wasn't a fun tour. Unfortunately, especially the first game. Rough. Just the two Watley side that's so nil game. Around said watch Tom Dunn said Timmy Dan said 2-1. I assume say Chester get that the 2. Guys, 5 more likes and we hit the 100 mark. And I'm telling you won't hear anything more from me. That's just I just want to hit the 100 mark. Just want to hit the 100 mark. So let's move to the next game, people. Central versus Garvey Massio. Central versus Garvey Massio. Garvey Massio versus Central. I strongly believe that this will be a very, very good encounter. I honestly believe that this will be a very, very intriguing and good encounter. Surprisingly, the game is being played at Vauxhall. Not sure why, because both teams are come from the western side. So I don't really understand how them work that out. Them couldn't find a neutral venue down that side rather than have it two teams and travel come so far. I don't know. I don't know at all. I honestly don't know. But Central versus Garvey, people. Drop your predictions in your group. On we're 1 like away, people. 1 like away from hitting the 100 mark. Just 1 like. Me scroll go up. JT said Garvey 3 Central. Then Friday 3-0. Garvey beat Central 3-0. Why? Me don't know, no. Me don't. Based on how me see France Central, me don't know if them get some. Me don't know. This more likely look like a one track game. Navarre said Garvey 7 Central 0. Eddie Edley said Chester and Christiana I go Johnny Lal. Big Crook said Central to 1. Nicholas Ellis said Central to 1. Fresh God said 5 likes 100. We have hit the 100 like people. Thank you very much for bringing us over the mark. Thank you very much, guys, and really appreciate it. We have over 182 persons watching, people. People, thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to spend 1 hour with us. Because I don't think we're going to go over an hour. So we have number 1 guy said MJ. Me still said Garvey Masio. At least them no box down. Me school every year. Even though the man them ruin October, but I say go. January after the man them was not going to 10, 15 now. I'm 15, the man ain't going. Hey, a serious box up that, you know. Garvey Masio give DC, you know, serious box up, you know. Serious box up. But there is a lot of positive for DC because with them advancing, with Chester, it's a big positive. You know, it means that. And they actually think they finished on top. I think they finished on top of the table. So it's a big deal for. So that means that DC seems to be having a good program. So next year, let's see what's going to happen for DC next year. Number 1 guy said Garvey Masio 3-1. Fresh God said they move it from Fogar Road because a TV game. Oh, for tomorrow. So which part I go play? Fresh God. Which part I go play? They must send it to Jacksal, and that is the reason why the William game I play at Jacksal as well. What if that game I play? What if both games I play at Jacksal? Me I go check it out. Plus the heavy rain today, maybe Fogarfield cannot play on MG. Oh. Now Manny said Central I beat Garvey 3-2. Random said actually them Central, so it could play at Brooks Park. Anthony Emery said Garvey 2, Central 1. You look at Central and Garvey kind of wanted to draw, but I don't want Garvey to be in any probs. So me I go say Garvey 1, Central 0. Interesting from your lucky. Very, very interesting there. Marsha said, I think they are Clarendon sides. Me know both teams are Clarendon sides, but I don't know what happened. I'm not sure, but foreground now will be the central location most of them go. Not sure still. Number 1 said Garvey Masio 7 Central 1. Fresh God said just past that. Antra Brown said from Mannings Cornwall, William Needs Rossies, Milter, big up the West School them, man. Long time we don't see so much in this round. True. Very, you know that's so true. That is so true. And it means that something is cooking down that side. But we know Cornwall tend to be one of those schools. Cornwall and Rossies normally are the two schools from that region where as they tend to stand out on a normal basis historically. But big up Mannings who have been doing really, really well in recent time, and William Knibb in those times. So that's 5 schools from the west side. 5. Let me have a look here. 5 schools from the west. That Cornwall, William Knibb, Frome, and Rossies. That's 5 schools. Let me see. Central Era, St. Catherine, Dintil alone. Dintil alone. Oof. Clarendon, Gav Massey Central, and Clarendon College. Gav Massey Central and Clarendon College. I'm on Glenmuir. Jaja. Janu and Glenmuir. Glenmuir, Clarendon College, Central, Glenmuir, Eden Allen. Why you can know the regions and that are just tend to be dominant, you know. See Clarendon come like a down the football make. Come like a down the football make. Eden Allen, Glenmuir. They must toll of Glenmuir the player. Me not remember the big crook. Right that over. I just Veer mess up. Big time. Veer mess up. If Veer never mess up, there will be no Cornwall, but I saw football here. Five school from Clarendon, 5 school from the west as well. Interesting. Only one standing tall from St. Catherine, and that is Dintil. Adrian Johnson said, which group is the group of death? I think at this stage, all groups are tough. Alright, so for Central versus Garv Massey, I'm going to say Garv Massey 2, Central 2. So definitely looking to see that one. Next game, William Knibb versus Cornwall College. William Knibb versus Cornwall College. This is where it gets interesting. William Knibb versus Cornwall College people. Navarre said, my school is going to win your castle. Anthony Calvin said, CC 2, William 1. JC said, Dintil drop out in the next match. Didan said, Knibb 2-1. Leonard Rennie said, Knibb 2-0. Yellow said, William Knibb 2, Cornwall 1. Kill them Knibb school. Send them back up a bit. What on? Hey, people, we don't know what going on, but people don't like the big schools, them, you know. For some reason, they don't like the big schools, them. The schools, them want to talk about. Amir Gaming said, big up. Big Crook said, Paul Bogle, I got beat Dintil. Random said, Knibb 1-0. Nicholas Ellis said, William Knibb 1, Cornwall 1. Anthony Emery said, Cornwall 2, Knibb 1. Perch Fire said, Knibb them 1-0 like Paul Bogle. Knibb is yet to concede a goal. So let's see. Let us see. JT said 1-1. Marlon said 1-0 Knibb. Number one guy said Knibb 1, Baby CC 1. Peter Parker said, Dintil I got beat Paul Bogle very badly MG. Why? If them take out their anger with them, if them take out the CC, the carnal anger, Paul Bogle, that go rough. It's like a rough. I'm being honest. It's like a rough. Peter Parker said, Dintil I got. Just read that. Tazza Green said CC 2, Knibb 0. Laventa said think Knibb. Eddie Edley said Knibb 1, Cornwall 0. Ron Thomas said Knibb 1, Cornwall 1. Random said Cornwall for go home. People want to hate on the big school them. No, more no. What is this thing to hate on the big school? I don't want the big school and go through. I don't want to see some new champions, right? I don't want to see fresh faces. I just the underdog story. I don't want the big schools them go home so that your school can win it. Is that the case? Click said William Knibb 3, Cornwall 0. Navarre said CC 2, Knibb 2. Adrian Johnson said Paul Bogle was lucky to lose 1-0. Milton said, who will Clarendon College play next? Let me check it. We just got on it a while ago now. I think York Castle. Jano? Tough game that for York Castle. That rough. That really, really rough. So a lot of people are saying William Knibb. Most persons are saying William Knibb. Brain said CC 3-1. Anthony Calvin said them hate the school for real. For what reason? Navarre said York Castle Milton. Tazza Green said Cornwall know how to play these stages. True, they have an experience. Well, no, the squad is not that experienced, but the nature of the coach. Alright, funny enough, like when Cornwall was playing Dintil, right? You can tell you. Say the referee for the second half, referee kind of because the time they get cool, kind of rain and stuff. Referee never did, water break. And Mr. Weatherly say, hey, want the water break? Want the water break? Mr. Weatherly approached that game. I do think that he approached the game in the sense that Dintil is a better team, so we have to apply ourselves on a tactical and astute level, whereas we can get these 3 points. And he was very, very much interested in getting the 1-1 draw. But at the last stages, the players pushed on and got the win. And it was interesting to see. Otis Reed said William Knibb will win. Brain said CC just put out the real ballers. Watch the big game. Manny said Manning's me I bring to win the cup. Perchfire said if me want underdog side win the cup from Manning's or Glenmure. Interesting. Out of all them, keep an eye on Glenmure. Keep an eye on Glenmure. One team to keep an eye on. Very, very interesting team. And them go under the radar. Not a float under the radar. See them very interesting. Just the same as those stats interesting for the Manning Cup. A lot of people are not talking about it. Stats are quite interesting. But I do think that the Glenmure team is going under the radar. And the reason why I always mention stats is because that stats team that is playing right now is the same team that won the under 16 a few months ago. So it's interesting. You look at me, I'm telling about Glenmure from season start. So true. Otis and William Knibb will win. Alright, so let's go to the next game, people. So I'm going to say for that game, I'm saying William Knibb won, and I do believe that Cornwall will score. But from how I see William Knibb play, they are not a team that will concede a lot. You have to. You have to score a lot for them to win. They not concede. They play very, very defensively and very aggressive in their defensive structure. So, for sure, it's going to be an interesting one. So I'm going to say Cornwall 1. I'm going to say Cornwall 1 and William Knibb 1. I think this is where the clean sheet is going to go. Cornwall have on number 12. Remember my name? Say me can remember my name. Cornwall number 12. Cheese. Boy, I him run into the wreck. Him really, really run into the wreck. Braxton Richards. Yes. Whew. Boy, that boy is talented, man. that boy is talented, man. You can't touch him. You can't touch him. Talented boy, man. Man, you tell a man bring the ball on to the right hand side, man. Leg out the into left back. Let him go. Turn him inside out. Then just make one drag and carry 2 Dintil defenders with him. Alright, no, it wasn't left back. It was actually Shambo, Dintil captain. Very, very good player, defensive player. And him do Shambo like that. I tell you, man, unique, man. And just carry across the 2 defender them. And that'll be that'll be left back and left centre back. And just dance left 2 of them. And carry go put in it. It was an intriguing goal, man. Very, very intriguing goal. You the talented, man. You see a lot of people, them not see them play here. Them not see them Monday. Shane Billing says that's only one under 16 because Whisper was injured and did not play the finals. That's a lie. Whisper did play the finals. He came off in the finals. Came off about 60 or 70, about 60 minutes. But he did play the finals. I watched Whisper in the finals. I was at the finals. Shane. And Whisper came off about 60 minutes or so. Think what it was, his right knee was swollen at that point in time. It was his right knee. But even when he came off, Stats was leading. Omar Leng brother. See him number 7 right now. And then number 9. Thinking that the number 9 will strike them time there. Pooh, score a screamer. The game is on my channel. The game is on my channel actually. A few of the highlights on the game is on my channel. Interesting. Adrian John said, Peter Parker, I spoke to the coach, Dwight, and he told me that Moran Paul GK was what saved the team. His team had chances, but Paul Bogle was lucky. Knibb could score more goals. So the highlights is Adrian, the highlights is on my channel. You will see that William Knibb got a lot of chance, but they didn't capture it. Similar to Dintil, they must take a chance. And if Paul Bogle scored back, it would have been against the run of play. But what I thought in the second half, what I saw, you can watch back the highlights, Paul Bogle stepped it up a notch in the second half and really, really give William Knibb a lot of problems in the second half. And I was quite impressed with the Paul Bogle team, specifically the second half. I was really, really impressed with them. They turned up. They played a lot of the ball. The striker, the Rasta youth, good order play with the back turn to the goal. Can play it off. It's going to be interesting, man. Fabian Kennedy said from Glenmuir final. Interesting. Interesting. So let's move on to the last game, people. Paul Bogle versus Dintil. Drop it in the comment section. Who will win this game? Paul Bogle coming off a disappointing defeat against William Knibb. Tough game for them. They did stand strong. Only conceded 1 goal. Despite William Knibb pounding up the pressure, they only conceded 1 goal. Now, Dintil, from an embarrassing defeat, and we can tell that they would want to take the shame out of their eye. I do believe that they will come in to make up for what happened. Now, 2 factors. Can this, the eagerness to get this game out of the way, the eagerness to send a message, could that actually hamper them? Could that be the reason why they not even go perform as how they want to? Because when I define at full time, the players were very, very down. But I do believe that Dintil have what it takes to win this game. Now it's going to be a tough game. No game is easy at this level. There's a reason why all of these teams reach at this level. There's a reason why. It's going to be. So in the comment section, people, drop your scoreline, and then I'm going to tell you guys my scoreline. Yolok said Dintil 3, Paul Bogle 1. Manny said Glenmuir versus Manny's final. Adrian said hopefully Paul Bogle win that match. Adrian Johnson said especially at home. Morris Dominique said Castle full of talent from Lucky. Travis, what you say? Travis, what you tell me said from play ball and Morris said a Lucky Castle, a Lucky from Lucky. Random said Dintil 4-0. Perchfire said Dintil 2, Bogle 1. Peter Park said Shane Billings, that means that Casey can't perform without Whisper, and it's just a matter of time before the right team find them out. That's an interesting take. Big Crook said From have finishers Castle full out a man with 2 left foot. Big Crook said can't score a ball. Yellow said the only embarrassing defeat Rossies get it. Boy, you have to bring that up here, man. Suppose a few Rossies people are watching the program and I enjoy it. Eh? Now you rub some salt in their wound. JT said Dintil 3-0. Manny said Dintil 4-0. Number 1 guy said Dintil 2-1, but me I hope Bogle send them up Baptist Church. Random said Dintil now win no cup, but them are going to win them game, yeah. Them now win no cup, but them are going to win them game. Oh, so them are going to win the next 2 games, but they now win the cup same way. So who are going to beat them then? Jason said Bogle 2-1. Interesting. Chacha Brown said, Chacha Brown said, return leg for quarterfinal. No, it is actually the group stage. This is a group stage. I say group of 16, round of 16 group stages. Round of 16 is actually a group stage. Najib Campbell said Dintil 3, Bogle 1. Big Crook said Rossies get it for real, man. Peter Parker said Dintil have blood in their eyes for this one, especially losing to Cornwall, which they probably wish for a draw. Listen, for those who don't know, Dintil and Cornwall have a rivalry for some years, maybe about 3 seasons now. Or could be more. They have a big rivalry. We can tell them, man. The 2 teams have it for each other. And even in the game, you could sense the tension. You can sense intensity. So it come like on derby game. It come like on derby game. The game. They just come like on derby game. You're lucky. I honestly want the best 4 teams to be in Champions Cup. But I can't choose the best 4 out of CC, Glenmuir, Dintil, Mannings, and Garvey. Or out of all of those teams, in regards to quality, I mean put it on quality wise, it would be CC, Dintil, Glenmuir, Mannings, Garvey. CC, Dintil, Glenmuir, Mannings, Garvey. And the reason I'm saying quality, when we use the term quality, I'm speaking on a holistic level, whereas they have more players of quality. I.e., Mannings. Mannings heavily reliant on the 2 wingers, number 9 and 12. Musmus here, we are up on the screen here. Devante, Rodney, we are up on the screen here. Musmus. I'm heavily reliant on him and the number 9, Jamalik Porter. And if these two players don't play and the number 10, don't remind him, if these players don't play, and even one of them missing, it kind of throw the balance out. Now, also, when you look at the Glenmuir, Garv Massio, for those who don't know, striker man, the striker, Garv Massio, striker man, bad baller, the man we're 10 for Garv Massio. People remind me a name, please. The bad baller we're 10 for Garv Massio. Remind me name. Cleo Clark. Yes, Cleo Clark. Cleo Clark is kind of playing with that injury. He's playing a slight injury right now. For those who don't know, he's playing an injury. Go watch a game. Garv Massio have a band around his right leg, and you could see me look on the movements. I'm looking at his movement, and you can see that he's playing a bit hampered. Walk, you can see the niggle, you can see it. So I'm not sure how long he's going to last through the duration of the competition. I'm hoping that he's getting the right treatment. They must, because he's a marquee player. But if Cleo Clark is similar, if you pull Cleo Clark, you get a big decline in the squad. Not saying that the squad don't have quality, but you get that a big drop off. And I strongly believe that most of the teams who go far in the game competition, especially Scuba competition, are the teams that are not heavily reliant on one player. I.e., Charlemont heavily reliant on Matty Ellis. Matty Ellis picks up an injury in the Dintil versus Charlemont game. Next 2 games, Mannings. Him perform, but he couldn't perform at optimum best in those 2 games. He couldn't perform at optimum best. And guess what happened? Charlemont are home. So it's tough when you have that one player that you're going to rely on. Recall I said I watched Glenmuir against Stets, and they are more than beatable. Remember that Stets is also a good team. Stets is not a bad team. Will the Champions Cup start from the round of 16 of the quarterfinals? The 8 teams. Let me see. The 4 quarterfinals team. The 4 semifinals team would advance to the Champions Cup. Is that how it is? I think so. No, the quarterfinalists. I think it's the quarterfinalists. But I believe it's a 4 team. The 4 team from the 4. Is it 4 semifinalists? I don't remember. Let me see something, people. Let me see something. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 4 semifinalists. It's 4 semifinalists, people. So, people have not done the predictions yet. Missy States get some chance in Glenmuir game too, but we will see what Mannings do against them. Everton said finalists. Everton said 4 semi-finalists from D Cup and Manning Cup. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. Marvin said that's why Maria CC them no depend on one player. That is the thing. Anytime you find a team will depend on one player or 1 or 2 players, they find themselves in problem, especially in latter stage of competition where you're playing against better teams and you have coaches who can nullify those players. You find yourself in problem there. So, i.e., Dintil don't have a specific player they depend upon. Them have quality right out. Them right winger, left winger, them striker, them midfielders. Them have 4 Premier League level midfielders. Good defenders, good centre backs, good right back, good left back, and also a really good goalkeeper. Same thing with CC. They don't heavily depend on nobody. Right winger, Hodges, defenders, Hull, Malachi, Marquise. Them have quality right throughout. So there's not a heavily reliant and one individual to turn up. I.e., Cornwall was playing, and the person who turned up for Cornwall was the number 12. He turned up, he turned right up, and him deliver the goods. He deliver the goods for Cornwall. No, the thing is, the situation is that now, how often can he do that? That is the problem. Will he do that the next time? So these are the factors that we're looking at. These are the things that I'm talking about when you're heavily reliant. What if we go to semifinals and he's having a half day? Who else will turn up? Because he's the main person. Milton said CC 4, York class 0. Alright, so for me, people, I think Dintil is going to win this game. And I'm saying Dintil 2, Paul Bogle 0. Everton Burke said corner number 7 a good baller too. True. The number 7, then 10, the 19, 10, 19, 7, 12. The goalkeeper, may have to put a lot of respect on the goalkeeper name. Can't remember who else. But if you go watch back the highlights, if you highlight some of the players them. Orlando Crow said Steph should have been 1-0 in the first 5 minutes of the Glenmore game. Big Crook said number 12, Bad Boy Craft. I got mixed Glenmore. Marsha said, welcome new subscribers. Please like and share the live. Jay Smith said, Andrew, tell them G. Glenmore can't stop man is number 9, 10, and 12. And that is the thing. Jay Smith. Man, you can specifically highlight 3 players in the Manning's team. Specifically. From the moment me see team, these 3 players stand out. These 3 players, for me, the number 9, the striker, is the best striker in schoolboy football. For me, he's the best purebred striker in schoolboy football. Back against the goal, play it off to the strikers, the midfielders. He's the best purebred striker in the schoolboy football. So that is a very, very good asset to have in your team. So we have closed off on all the predictions, people. We have closed off on all the predictions. No Manning Cup playing tomorrow. They said Walk Up Cup fixtures are out. Let me see. Oh, it's not updated as yet. So we will see quite soon. Marsha, hopefully we can get it. Shout it to me from Instagram, Marsha. Let me just shout it out right away. So hopefully. People, so as I said again, people, thank you very much again for our sponsors. Artsab Sports. 138 Maypen Clarendon, Muirhead Road. 138 Muirhead Road, Maypen Clarendon. Yeah, our sponsor Artsab Sports. I do believe that this has been another successful stream. Yeah. And we have gained a few subscribers as well. We have now 20,035. Interesting. It's only 20,100. Because it's growth, and we are very much pleased with growth. It shows that the work we do is quite appreciated. That's what it shows, people. That's what it shows. That means, boy, I get rich, because I make the money. But that's how you go. Let me jump in the comment section. Random said, other from the Manning supporters who watch a game with Eden versus Manning, if you know, so them could have get beaten. Glenmure, I will kill them. Big Cricket said Eddie Hall. So who is the better team? A team who misses every ball or a team who scores every chance? Boy, can't look past the team who score. Can't look past the team who score. JT said Dintil win 4-0. Randoms just read that. J Smith said Ancho, not tell them about with number 7 for Glenmure. For beat Mannings, them have to come prepare for school. For Glenmure do also have independent players. The 7, as I said, the 7, 11, Glenmure 7, 11, 9 striker, big boy. The number 10, bad baller. The number 5, the centre back, the captain. After 5 you wear the captain. Big man, look like a big man, tall, about 5'11". Big and tall, dark youth, 5'11". Solid defender. Play like a big man. The captain plays like a big man, commanding. Bad up the players them if they're not playing right. You're not better about type of defender. You're not running pan. Solid. Another tall defender, no, but him big. Him way more full out than me people. Me I tell you, man. Big, solid. I not talk about just I'm just a running attack. No, a player who understand the football. I don't know if I'm number 5 anywhere, but the captain, man, the centre back. Certified Luna said Dintil versus Froome semi. Vivian Alexander said, what do you say about your Castle and CC? No, I'm going to leave those games for tomorrow, Vivian, for the previews tomorrow. Remember enough, after I go to the game, then I come back and do the reaction and do the preview for the next game. Purge Fire said, MG, I see him so Garvey center back, them rough too. True. Them rough, yes. Very, very rough. Probably overly aggressive. But Eddie said, #4 captain. Oh, the number 4. Number 4 and where? Alright, Ancho said military pre Javin Williams. Man is number 4 centre back. Very good centre back. Man can kick the ball. Man can, I look at Brown Youth, man. He looks similar to but he looks similar to Devante Rodney. But probably a little bit lighter in complexion. Taller. About 5'10", 5'11". About 5'10". Really good player. Very, very good player. Good centre back. Solid, actually. Solid centre back. I never know his name still. Just I know. I remember his number and the fact he's my captain. I remember him. I think one free kick. It was a dead ball at the 60, at the 18, at the half line down by Dintil. There was a dead ball. And he was trying to find the number 12 over onto the left hand side. Number 12 they down to the corner flag. The number 12, Rodney did most they had corner flag, right? And him did the half line and he pick and him a dead ball. And him ping the ball from half line exactly per most foot at the corner flag. And that's from me see that I said, blow some skirt boy. Boy. Where you get that from? Milton said CC #10 wicked baller also 15 people. When I go see man. Little Richie. Wait until Little Richie. Alright, Little Richie I'm type of baller where me can tell us when the TV on, why me highly eager for soon to say if CC get the TV game everybody can talk about. Me eager for people get CC get the TV game can see. Unfortunately, your Castle fans, if I that at the TV game, it's very unfortunate. I didn't say it. It's just very unfortunate that a CC get a CC first TV game that. Maybe if I did Ross season or so, but it's just very unfortunate. Your Castle say that the game they only get CC first TV game. Very, very unfortunate. More the game said your Castle are gonna win. No. Listen, I'm not downplaying York Castle. I've seen them. But I do believe that one department York Castle is very, very short on is the goal scoring era. To advance in this competition, you need lethal goal scorers. You need it. Vivian Alexander said York Castle number 7 and 8 are gonna run per CC. No joke. Alright, let me tell you why that is interesting, right? 7 and 8. Now, they will be playing, the York Castle players will be playing against a better opponent in CC. York Castle played against Froome, and they'll be playing against a better opponent in CC. Now, not sure if they run upon the Froome defenders them, but it'll go harder if you see them 2 number 7 and 8 run upon better defenders. That go harder. Let me tell you, a big man ball game CC a play. CC a play Jamaican Premier League level football. That is what CC a play. Jamaican Premier League level football. You think Rossi is not good? Rossi is good. Rossi is good, people. Rossi is good. Rossi is participating in the Ali Cup. And Rossi is beat up some of my Manning Cup team them in a pre-season. And CC hold them. CC hold them, people. If you look on the highlights, look at the full match upon Fimitech TV. The full match upon Fimitech TV. Look on it. Don't feel like Rossi is not good. So what does CC do? It's just the level that they're at. Me glad that Charlemont never get CC because Charlemont almost get CC next second round. Me glad that no CC we get because we weren't at 100. And if Manning's deal with this, so you can imagine going up against a CC. Che. Salt and Trevor said CC play a good ball, but I don't think Yorkcastle will beat them. Vivian said Yorkcastle are gonna have a better game at Jacksall. Remember that. So which part of the game they play? Up by Jacksall, 2 double header. You look like Glenmuir only for worry about. Random said, you lucky me hate Mannings for that man. Peter said JT, so what the other goal there? Double figures said 10. I don't know that. J. Smith said, no worry about a team, we are worry about we. Well, makes sense. Makes sense, of course, J. Smith. Makes sense. Motor Gaming said 20 minutes match that. When by 20 minutes match? I'm not sure what that mean. J. Smith said, many of y'all don't know Russie's main baller did not play. That is what I'm talking about when you're heavily reliant on one player. That is what happened when you're heavily reliant on one player. That is the problem. No, when I saw CC in preseason, I'm not CC, Russie's. No, I'm going. Alright, good. Ooh, people, my apologies. Internet has dropped a while ago. Sun drop. Vivian said, yes, Jacksall, Yorkcastle game I play. Okay. Vivian said, me like how Yorkcastle game I play at Jacksall. Andrew said, military. Remember, CC players are the same players that play for Chapelton Maroons, you know. And me look, Chapelton, they are Premier League. Alright, so yes, me remember that because I was the one who covered the tier 2, whereas they advanced to the final. I'm saying if I go, me know them same, man. Me know what I go on for them, man. Yellow said, all me say, beat Glenmuir first, and me can say yes. To be honest, I don't know how that game will play out, but I want Glenmuir to win. Click said, MG1 is the D Cup final. Me and my friends planning to fly down. Ooh, D Cup final. Me have to go check it out. Me have to go check it out. Me a second. Me not sure. Alright, you what do you think about it? Now? Jason said final December the 10th. The problem is because of what's happening, me no want say boy it must go because there's so much factors what can deter it. Random said good me there I think my internet gone. Me no know it just drop. It just drop. So click December 10th. The 10th of December. I'm seeing a new. And you look at all if you don't know CC and Glenmuir are a big rival of Clarendon. And we've been to support each other till we meet. Actually, we are support all the Clarendon teams. Marvin said, where Glenmuir and Manning's a player? Not sure yet. Anyways, people, as you can see, it's now way past the 1 hour margin. This letter closed off a long time ago, but unfortunately, I saw it go sometime. Anyways, I want to say, people, for all those who took the time and turn up today, really appreciate it. And people, for helping me, all those who hit the subscribe button in helping us reach the 20,000 subscribers, people. We are heavily grateful for you guys doing so. Really grateful for you guys doing so, people. And bottom of our hearts, people, from the MG Sports family. Well, just me alone still, but we'll be growing soon. Hopefully, sooner than later, we'll be growing. Get some people on board. Get probably some students who probably some who want to help out with the graphics and them little thing there. Hopefully we'll start to grow because we're looking to do something big, people. We're looking to do something big and we're looking to change the context of Jamaican football and how people view Jamaican football. I strongly believe that we can find entertainment in Jamaican football, and that is my aim. We can find entertainment here. Yes, we know that there's a big Premier League, there's a big English League, but I strongly believe that we have something here. We must protect it. It is ours. I feel it. We love it. And if we don't protect it and if we don't We don't listen, people. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And then all of a sudden, a company from America, a company from England, a company from come and take our product and benefit off of it massively. And we are here sitting like sitting ducks. And when time it reach a level there, all we are run go watch it, all we are try enjoy at the time there. No, people. I do believe that as a Jamaican myself, I believe that I can see the vision and I can impart that and I can build it. That is what we're looking at. That is what MG Sports is all about. It's highlighting and making Jamaica football a better thing to the wide global world. I just say that's what we're trying. That's what we're trying to do. Hopefully, we try and see how best we can. Maybe, you know what? Let me say, people. Let me say, stick around. 2 years time, you're gonna see where MG Sports is at. In 2 years time, you will see. In 2 years time, we're working very, very hard, extremely hard in reaching there. Big up, people. Everyone who tuned in. Massive respect. Really, really appreciate it. Definitely, people. And I'll see you guys again. Welcome to the 20,000 military battalion. We're full of soldiers, people. And as I can say, MG Sports people, I salute you all in the military battalion. I salute you for being here, spending time with us, and supporting the program. Massive, huge respect to you guys. We're out, people. Boom. In the comment section before you go, type in Big Boys Time, people, and the school you support. Let us do that, people. Let us go.